What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to some more Littleroot Laddering. This is the last laddering video of the year. So since this is coming out on New Year's Eve, make sure you have a safe and wonderful New Year's Eve. And more importantly, have a fantastic end to this year that 2020 has been. So we're carrying on with the Magmortar Electrivire team here that we played a little bit last episode. So let's see, we have Amoonguss, P2, Incineroar, Glastrier, Urshifu, and Thundurus on our opponent's side. What do we like? What do we like? I think Grimmsnarl seems really important here. I think Grimmsnarl Urshifu seems really important. Question is like, what do we want to actually like clean the game up with? I think the answer is probably Electrivire Coco. They don't have electric resist. They don't have electric immunities. So yeah, I think this seems fine, and then we do this in the back. The electric terrain prevents the Amoonguss from doing its thing. Grimmsnarl has taunt. We don't have taunt. Awkward. Well, it looks like we're going to be potentially playing through a Trick Room here. But that's fine. We'll be fine. We will make it work. I'm not really sure how this team handles Trick Room, if at all. But, you know, we will figure that out together. P2 Amoonguss, that's fine. We're going to see a Rage Powder plus Trick Room this turn. I don't see the special attack raise, that's annoying. Honestly, I'm just gonna double into it. Like, why not, right? Why not just go for it here? Oh! Is this a Glastrier coming out? Because... okay, Ensign. Well, that's not gonna like this. It's definitely not gonna enjoy this double up. Like, just casual 45, 50, you know, just under 50% there. Shuka Berry Ensign. Not something I anticipated. And here we are. I think it's correct to go for a Reflect this turn. And we'll just keep punching the Ensign. Like, P2 being under a Trick Room is kind of annoying here, because it can, like, actually put on pressure. And if we get decent damage off onto it, it can just recover the next turn. So, when we actually do, we need to take it out. Real good damage on the Urshifu there. And a parting shot into the Urshifu. Doesn't actually matter. I'm assuming this is going to be a Glastrier coming in front of us. Which, if so, thank goodness we have Reflect up. It's just going back into the Amoonguss. Okay. Do they not have the Glastrier? That would be very bizarre to me. So now I'm going to go for the Light Screen. And I think I'm going to go into Coco. I could see a couple different things here. I could see the Amoonguss switching out to try to recover with Regenerator. I could see a Sludge Bomb into the Grimmsnarl. I could see a Spore into the Grimmsnarl. Most likely going to see a Tri-Attack into the Coco. We do see the Spore. That's really good. Tri-Attack into the Coco, like we called. Still does a good amount of damage there. So now I'm going to Thunderwave the P2. I'm going to go for a... Actually... No, I'm going to go for a Stomping Tantrum into the Amoonguss, and I'm going to protect this turn. Because if they want to switch the Amoonguss out, then like the Incineroar or whatever comes in isn't going to take the Stomping Tantrum very well. Clear Smog means that they don't really have a damaging attack into the Coco. So this should be hopefully enough to pick up the KO. Nowhere near it. Gotcha. Reading you loud and clear. Last turn of Trick Room. I'm going to Thunder Wave here. Is it crazy to Dynamax the Coco? I think so. I don't think it's worth it. I think it is worth preserving, so I think we go into Urshifu again. Like, if they want to take Urshifu out, I'm kind of fine with that. Gonna withdraw the Amoonguss. Gonna bring back out the Incineroar, that's fine. Now Grimmsnarl's at -2 attack, so our Stomping Tantrums are very weak. But Coco's also going to go back, bring out the Urshifu. We might be within Tri-Attack range here. Okay, well, that went well. Last turn of Reflect. I'm gonna go for a Thunder Wave into this dork. Actually, I think this turn, we're gonna go into Electrivire here. They didn't show us fake out last time they switched out. So I think I'm just going to Wicked Blow into the P2 here. They haven't shown us Glastrier, so I really don't know if they have it. We do see the fake out this time. And the Trick Room goes back up. That's fine. Like, not end of the world, but it is fine. Reflect does wear off this turn. Are we slower than Urshifu? I believe we are. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're fine. So we go for a Knuckle into the P2. And a Wicked Blow into... Actually, what if we just... Why should we Dynamax? I think doubling into the Incineroar here is fine. We tried. We tried Urshifu. Now the Parting Shot. That's kind of unfortunate, but kind of also whatever. This is going back into Amoonguss. It is. Okay. Well, it's going to take this Brick Break. Especially now that we're at -1. But now, we can bring out Grimmsnarl here. Set up another light screen. And switch back into Coco. Man, this game is been very intricate so far. Going to withdraw one more time. I'm assuming this is going to be the Incineroar one more time. Cool. That's fine. Electrivire is going to switch back out. I'm going to bring out the Coco again. We're going to get our Tri-Attack back. I mean our Light Screen back up. Tri-Attack into the Coco. That does really a lot of damage. We'll protect this turn. What have we seen on this Incineroar? Fake Out and Parting Shot. Two turns of Trick Room. I think it's correct to protect. I think we're going to go into Electrivire. I'm anticipating a Fake Out this turn. If this is Fake Out and not Parting Shot, we're okay. No Fake Out, so that means we're going to see a Parting Shot into the Electrivire. That's really unfortunate, because I really wanted to Dynamax this next turn. I was hoping that was Fake Out into Parting Shot, and then we could have Dynamax this turn. I still think it's actually correct to Dynamax. Like, our opponent is doing actually nothing. The problem is we aren't applying any kind of pressure here to our opponent. It was like, we want to get into a good position, and like, we are just not able to actually do so. I'm gonna wild, no. What does Amoonguss do here? Anything? Is Amoonguss even gonna stay in, or should I just like Brick Break into this slot? Anticipating the... I think Incineroar's coming back in over Amoonguss. Okay, we called that correctly. So they're going to take a Knuckle. We're going to go back up to -1. Grimmsnarl is going to go to +1. It might be correct to do this. I really don't know. I also don't see how, like, we actually apply any kind of pressure in this game. With them being able to just constantly swap Incineroar in and out. Like, we need to be able to answer this Incineroar, because it's just giving us so much problems here. Try attacking to the Grimmsnarl, finally going to take some damage on it. And at -2, it takes that. Okay. So the question is, do we anticipate them switching out again this turn? Probably not. They're probably just going to Fake Out this turn. So I'm going to go for a Stomping Tantrum. I'm going to go for a Knuckle into the P2. Okay, well, this is fine. Because now we're going to get back up to neutral. P2 is going to take a good hit. And then Amoonguss is going to take an okay hit here. Okay, and Trick Room does not go up. That's really, really good. So now we can knuckle the P2 again. We can go for another Stomping Tantrum, anticipating the Amoonguss to switch out. And that'll pick up the KO on the Incineroar. Yep. Yep, this will pick up the KO on the Incineroar. We'll get to go back up to +2 on the Electrivire. Well, on the... currently, we're at -1. So now the Grimmsnarl is at +2. Might have been correct to double into the Porygon this turn. But I really want to get this Incineroar finally off this field. Like, tell it to knock it off. Because now we can reasonably try to position ourselves where we can actually try to accomplish something. They are going to set up Trick Room again. We don't really care. They haven't accomplished anything the last 2 Trick Rooms besides switch around a lot. So I believe Electrivire is at neutral. They're going to bring out their Glastrier, and this is actually where the problem starts. So like now they have Glastrier out under Trick Room, which I could have figured was their last Pokemon. That's why they were delaying it for so long to come out. We don't have Reflect up, so that's priority number 1 is let's set up Reflect. So I think our goal now is to stall out their Dynamax and try to get into a position where we can, like I don't want to completely ignore this Glastrier, but I also want to stall out its Dynamax before we try to trigger a policy on it, if that's what it's carrying, which based on their team composition, I would be very surprised if that's not the case. But they don't have a way of triggering their own policy with the mons that they've brought. This is probably going to be a Quake into the Electrivire. Yeah, P2 recovers, that's fine. We're really just attacking into it to get some chip damage, all things considered. And Steel Spike into the Grimmsnarl. Okay. Well, that's also not great. I didn't actually expect it to go down there, but I think that means this is officially game over because now like, now that they get an attack boost here, they just steamroll us. So we need them to... I really don't know how we get into this game at this point. Like, honestly, our opponent played this game very well. And eventually we just called them on their switches to where they weren't able to accomplish what they wanted to be doing, but they stalled us out long enough that they accomplished their initial game plan of, okay, now that you've wasted your Dynamax, I can bring in Glastrier to be able to take you out. But because we delayed for so long in taking the Incineroar out, we weren't able to accomplish our game plan of like taking care of the P2 so Trick Room doesn't go up, so the Glastrier doesn't sweep us. So I don't know how we win this game, but I'm going to do my best. Okay, well that's a start. Yeah, see now Quake just snowballs us. This should take us out. Yep. And now it's a very damaged Electrivire. I mean a very damaged Coco versus a +2 attack, +1 special defense Glastrier that's still Dynamax and has a turn of its Dynamax left. So I don't see how we reasonably win this game. Maybe we get a para? Okay. Well, that's step 1. Maybe they never move the rest of the game. This has been a very long battle. It really has. Opponent played this very, very well. Okay. Well, that's step 2. Yeah, and the P2 gets to attack. That's fine. Well, we tried. It might have been correct to bring the Magmortar instead, seeing how they have the Incineroar, and therefore we need the special attackers to be able to reasonably deal with their threats. So it might have been correct to bring Milo plus Magmortar in the back, especially since they do work better under Trick Room than the other two. And then we don't really care about the Incineroar at all. Interesting. Very, very good gameplay from our opponent. And I think not having the Magmortar actually cost us that game. I don't know. Let's just jump into another one and see what we can do. So we see Spectrier, Whimsicott, Dracovish, Eliki, Lando, and Indeedee Male. So they're gonna try to just snowball with Spectrier. Well, Urshifu looks great. Grimmsnarl looks great. Question is, what do we like in the back? I think the answer is Magmortar Milo. Because that gives us outs to Landorus and Dracovish. Urshifu and Grimmsnarl can take care of Eliki if need be. I don't see them bringing in Indeedee here. Probably... I'm not sure if they bring Eliki. Probably, though, just because it is so powerful. Let's see what our opponent does. We do see the Spectre Whimsicott, like I anticipated up front here. This is one of those situations where I'm really upset that we have Focus Sash on Grimmsnarl and not on Urshifu. Because I don't think this is going to be enough. Even after Light Screen. So it might be just correct to go for a Thunder Wave onto this thing and prevent it from attacking. Oh! Oh? Oh! Well, this is bad. Well, this went really, really poorly. Well then. I really don't know what to make of that. How do we beat the Spectrier now? Is it just correct to double switch? Actually, let's go into Magmortar. And nope, we didn't get it. Oh well. It got our switch though? Because we had locked that in? The old razzle dazzle. I don't think we Dynamax, actually. And as a result, I don't think we... Actually, I think... Yeah, Let's Overgrowth the Indeedee. And let's Stomping Tantrum the Whimsicott. This is going to change terrain on the Indeedee. We're going to be able to take it out here. And we're going to break a potential Sash on the Whimsicott. I could see them just doubling into Grimmsnarl this turn, though. Which, if that's the case, that's kind of fine, because then we get to bring out Milo. Yeah, Tailwind. Expanding Force. Not gonna do a ton of Magmortar. Bring a potential Sash. And clear out the Indeedee. Now the big problem is there's going to be a very large ghost horse on the other side of the field. And I don't know how we beat said horse. Because this is probably going to be fake tears plus... Oh, they're just bringing out Lando. Well, I don't care about that. Yeah, let's delete this. This is our last turn of taunt. So let's actually swap this into... Milo. I'm going to withdraw the Whimsicott into Spectrier. Well, that's not going to like this. It's not going to like this Max Flare. We're going to see the Dynamax from the Lando. Hopefully we can live this Quake. Oh, excuse me. If we can live this Quake, they trigger our policy, and then we get to take out the Spectre, I feel okay about our life choices. Please, Magmortar. One time. You're a failure. You're a disappointment. I would have praised you so much had you actually lived that hit, but you failed us. Welp. I guess we bring out Grimmsnarl and Reflect. Might actually be correct to... I actually think it's correct to Light Screen. And we can go for a Ice Beam into the Lando. If somehow, some way we live this, we can try to stall out their last turn of Dynamax. Question mark, question mark, question mark, profit. The question is I don't know how we do that. Okay, we just see a taunt from the Milo. Okay. Into the Milo, I mean. We're just gonna see another Quake. Into Grimmy Boy. Well, I anticipated the Spectre to actually attack this turn, which is why we went for the Light Screen instead, because I felt like they were going to double into the Milo this turn, and had they actually done so, I think we actually would have been in a really good position. Freeze? No freeze. Well, we're probably dead now. Because this Landorus is faster than us. Our Urshifu is banned, not Sash. We can Sucker Punch here. And Ice Beam here. Okay, that did decent damage. They missed the Willow, that's good. The Airstream's gonna take it out, that's bad. Well, it looks like if we can take out this Landorus, we can actually win this game. Because the Spectre is not putting on a ton of pressure here. Granted, it is at +1 special defense. No, it is at +2. But we have flip turn. Maybe they withdraw Landorus into... Nope. And thankfully, that's gonna give us a competitive boost. That's gonna do it. As long as we don't flinch here, I think we're in this game. Okay, that's the Lando down. I am okay with our current position. I kind of feel okay. I think we need to take out the Whimsicott next. Actually, yeah, probably. Whimsicott could have Energy Ball. Whereas Spectre doesn't have anything that can hit us super effectively. They might go for another taunt this turn. Which if so, that'd be actually kind of annoying because then we can't recover. And I think recover might actually be the reason we are able to win this game, if we are. But Sash is broken on the Whimsicott. No Life Orb on the Spectre, so that probably means it's actually Focus Sash Spectre. And Mental Herb on the Whimsicott. Helping Hand. Probably just going to see another Shadow Ball here. Oof. Well, that lets us take out the Whimsicott. And I think since we're at -1 special defense, we're not going to be able to live another one. I think it's correct to go for a recover this turn, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I think a Shadow Ball is going to be able to take us out here. If not, we're in a very good position, but... Yep. Really, really close game. All things considered, that game was way closer than it probably needed to be. I think... Trying to think how we can analyze that game and what we could have done differently to better our position. Man, their lead really threw me off as to what they were doing. Just because most of the time anymore, when you see that Whimsicott Spectre lead, you're anticipating just like Helping Hand or Fake Tears plus Dynamax Life Orb, take out whatever you're doing, and then you're in a really bad position. So for them to be Support Spectre instead actually makes it a really good dynamic for that lead, because as you saw there, we went for... the offense to counter what they were doing, and they said just LOL, whatever, we don't care. And that really threw us off the entire game. So, last game of the day here, last game of 2020, we see Dragapult, Alolan Ninetales, Suicune, Ensign, Celesteela, and Rillaboom. What do we like? What do we like? I think Coco Electrivire up front seems really, really powerful. I think having Urshifu to be able to clean up in the back is good. I think they're going to be scared to bring Celesteela because we have Coco Electrivire and Magmortar to counter it, so I'm not anticipating that. Urshifu is able to deal with Dragapult. We can take out Dragapult with Coco as well if it's able to live a hit. So I think really we just need an answer to like Ensign. This Electrivire can answer Rillaboom. So I think Milo is probably correct. That does leave us a little weaker to Rillaboom if they do have it, but between Poison Jab, Sucker Punch, and then just like pure offense of the other two, I think we're fine against Rillaboom here. Alright, opponent. What do we got? Never seen that trainer card background. That's really cool. I like that. Dragapult Ninetales. This is probably Policy Ice Shard. That's what my initial thoughts are here. Meaning, I think it's correct to Dynamax immediately because I have a feeling they're going to. I'm just going to go for a Discharge. I'm going to go for a Hailstorm into the Dragapult. If this is Aurora Veil instead, we could be not great. Well, no, we're going to move before the Ninetale does if they go for Aurora Veil. The Dragapult's gonna go before us, but Dragapult's not Dynamaxing. That should be a KO on the dragon then. Unless this is Phantom Force. If they go for a Phantom Force here, we're not in a great position. No, we just see Protect. Okay. Gonna give that +1 speed to Electrivire. Good chunk to Ninetales. Hailstorm's gonna come off, gonna hit this Dragapult really hard. Well, kinda hard. And it is Policy, okay. And we do see the Aurora Veil, okay. Well, we got a game. Electrivire is the fastest thing on the field. That's really good to note. So I think this turn, we can just go for another Discharge. And I think it's really important to take this Dragapult out now that they're a +1, or +2, I should say. If they switch to Ensign, this is not great. They could Ally Switch, which would also not be great. But ultimately, I think this is fine. Like, we've put ourselves in a really good position by them protecting on one. Yeah, they're just gonna Dynamax. That's really good for us. They must have missed the hail there at the end of turn. Unless they're goggles. I might have missed it that they were goggles. Yeah, good job, Electrivire! Bye, Dragapult. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. I honestly expected that to do more, even through the Aurora Veil. Well, that's a Warm Wind into Electrivire. Not gonna take that well. Welp. Welp, welp, welp. Question is, what is his Ninetales doing now? I mean, had we gone for Gleam there, it might have been enough to take out the Dragapult. Yeah. They're very slow. Very slow, because Coco's faster than them. So we can bring out Urshifu now. And we can go Gleam. And we can Sucker Punch the Dragapult. It might be correct to go for Electro Web. So that Milo can outspeed whatever's in the back. Yeah, this is fine. Probably gonna see a Gleam of their own this turn then. Crit through the screens? Nope. Yeah, Moonblast. Yep, opponent played this really, really well. Well, man, I completely missed that Dragapult was slow. Having slow Dragapult is not something I anticipated at all here from our opponent. So now Gleam should be enough to pick up the KO on it. And we can just Scald into the Ninetales. Man, how slow is their Dragapult then? Because we're max speed Coco, I believe. I believe we're at 168. Something like that, right? Maybe? I'll have to check, but... yeah, now to take up the Dragapult. Moonblast into Milo. Drop our special defense? Or our special attack? Yeah! Great. Thanks, opponent. Well, we're in this game, surprisingly. Coco's not doing great. Milo's okay. Be very surprised to see like Celesteela here. Give me Incineroar. Show me Incineroar. Rillaboom. I don't. That's literally the complete opposite of what I wanted to see. And Incineroar. Well, the problem here is I don't think we can win because they have Rillaboom. And with the Grassy Glide, that's going to be enough to take out the Milo. Even if we are at +3. Welp. A man can dream. Don't clap Milo. I specifically asked. Yep. Yep. Well, maybe they don't click Grassy Glide? I mean, there's like a 0% chance they don't click it, right? It's clearly their best attack here. And then Incineroar doesn't matter what he does. Maybe somehow we live, they trigger our berry, we get back to a decent HP, and then we can... Nope. Okay. Well, you know... Not a great showing to end the year, but this team is just so much fun. We've had a ton of really, really interesting games today, and honestly, that's all I could ask for. So I want to see this Dragapult. 195. So how much did we outspeed them by? I'm really curious about this. That is so weird. It's like they have bulk. What is this spread they've got going on? $156 HP, 204 attack, 12 defense, 12 special defense, 124 speed. I mean, it got me, so what more can you say? But that's gonna be it, everyone. Thank you all very much for everything in the past year. From myself, from Carl. Thank you very much for the last year. It has been an absolute blast being able to do this as often as we do. And honestly, it's amazing. I never would have thought we were going to be in a position where we are now, with over, 200 and some members of the Discord now. It's amazing. So seriously, from Carl and myself, thank you very much. And like I said at the beginning of the video, have a very safe New Year's Day. Have a very, very fantastic and safe New Year's Eve. And from everyone here at Littleroot Lessons, we will see you next year. Have a good one. Peace.